Hey friends, welcome back to another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're sitting at $86. It's very silly. We were at 87 before, but we dropped down to 86 only for the fact that uh, I did the spinning gold thinking I was using a ticket, but I didn't. I just spent 25 cents on that. So it got us down to 86. And something what I've been doing with the bankroll is marking it down. So instead of marking up to 86, 85 and going to 87, we say we've got 86. So it just makes it a lot easier if we ever have a downturn or if things don't go too well for us. But anyway, that's what's happened. We've got a mystery battle royale, which we'll probably play later today. Just probably not this session. We're only going to play for about an hour in this session. We're going to stick to 5 and L and see how we go from there. But anyway, we've got Ace King from the small blind. Got to raise it quite big. Try and hit him up again. All right, nice. Win that one. Ace Queen. Out of position. It's a nice spot to call, but we're going to be betting. We're going to be out of position, so let's just let it go. It is a scenario where we could have shoved there on the flop. Would have been higher. Would have been a very high variance roll that we would have played there. So I don't mind just folding there out of position, because when you're in position, you're going to see a lot of hands where you'll be able to see free hands. You'll be able to see your full equity. Where with the ace queen suited, a lot of times we're going to have to probably jam and probably shove all in if we need to see the rest of the cards. And there's no seeing what that flop is going to be until we click after we're folded. Same thing again, just going to fold with king jack. Going to be out of position. Something I thought I was doing a little bit, just very mildly, was just calling too much from out of position. So we want to be a little bit tighter from out of position. In position, we're more than happy to call, because sometimes we don't even have to make the hand to win the hand. So a lot of opponents will play fit and fold poker, and when they're not, when they don't have a strong hand or they've missed, they just let it go immediately. So and we'll make our money back too when they'll overcall when we've got position. So we'll go with that. So we don't feel too bad that, we did have a mega flush draw, I wouldn't say it's a mega flush draw, but we just would have been a really nice flop and probably would have had to have probably shoved there and lucky to get 50-50. Not the greatest hand there. We're just going to let go. This is a spot where we've actually improved something we've improved on in our game is just not c-betting randomly. I'm just going to let it go. Because just remember, if he's calling 3 bets, the 7 and 8 is definitely going to hit him. Okay, he's quite deep. We're going to call with 9s. Out of position, a little bit easier to play out of position with that hand. Cheap enough, we're going to call. Call one more with 7s. All right, we've missed this one. This shoves all in. I'm going to call because it's very low. Whether he's got an ace or not, regardless, sometimes it's just that low of a bet. We're not risking as much to make that call. And you never know. Sometimes he might have something even worse. Probably could have looked to fold though too, because the ace was there. But he had jacks, so him jamming jacks, you just never know. Maybe he had something else there. Yeah, it was a bit of a pain losing that ace-5 hand before. Didn't 3-bet us. I should c-bet that one and win it. And if he calls, he's probably got a decent hand, like a decent draw. He didn't believe us. He didn't believe us there. We're going to play one more. Ace Queen, small blind. Not going to get sticky. All right, beautiful. Gets the fold done. Remember he had a capped range pre-flop, so he didn't 3-bet us pre-flop. So he's going to have some marginal hands. So we can definitely put some pressure on his hand there. And especially when it hits our range, not theirs. Ace king. We'll see about it. I think, not sure, 100% sure. Like, at least we got position here, but it's one of those hands where we don't necessarily have the best hands sometimes. Got a call here. He could have ace high. No, he's got nines. As played, I think we still have a lot of value there with a weaker ace. And we're still not drawing dead either. Ooh, okay, gonna fold that one. All right, pocket eights. All right, we'll let go. All right, it's a little bit of a harder session to start with. That's fine. All right, hit a set with fives. The three-way pot, so we just call it. All right, so it's a bigger bet. So bigger bet typically means they've got a stronger hand. Sixes. All right, so he did call. And we're just going to jam the rest in. And this is fine. He should call. Don't be surprised if he's got a king. We should have the nuts unless he's got like sixes. He could have quad kings, but I think he would have just flat put that straight away. Anyway, first good hand for the session. Pretty surprised he didn't call there. I think if he had a king, he was calling. Yeah, the other thing we could have done there maybe was just calling and hopefully, the big blinds probably call along. We're trying to play for stacks. And because he bet big, typically means he likes his hand better. So that's why we raised larger. Bet small, so we don't necessarily want him to call here. But we're definitely going to put some pressure onto his hand here, betting 3. So pay attention to the bet sizing. They sort of tell you if they're weak or not. All right, 6. All right, we'll defend 8-6, but probably could have folded as well. All right, 10-7's gone. Let's see, we've got backdoor flush. Bit confused with this one, but we'll let it go. Go to gut shot. You could probably raise these with the threes. So we're going to raise it and see if we can win the flop, win that pot right here. If not, hopefully he calls, we hit the 2 and then we go for stacks. All right, perfect. So winning with a pair of threes is fine there as well. Can't complain winning threes of that board. Winning pocket threes anytime is pretty good. Yeah, anything with the win with the baby pairs. All right, open up threes. Got 10-8 suited. Have a quick look. We got 52 behind us. It's very important that we keep an eye out of what we got. Okay, we've got an open ender, top pair. But again, he might be calling with a lot of aces and kings. I've got to check behind. He might have a 9. Okay, split pot. So the king saved us there. All right, queens. Oh, it just folds, unfortunate. Eight four's gone. All right, queen jack. So a couple of things about the small blinds. I might try and get rid of. I've been trying to do little bluffs with the ace five, the ace three type hands. So we might be getting rid of those because it's been costing a bit post flop. Just gonna check behind you. Could see jack. Eight. Okay. But we got some value at least from an eight. Don't know if we could get. I don't know if we could actually get some more value there. Maybe we could. Because maybe he thinks we've got ace king. Yeah. Alright, we can call, got position. I'm going to call. He's going to be doing that with a lot of his range. Out of position with ace jack. Alright, fit and fold. We've got a gut shot as well. So we're bluffing here, but we could easily get a queen. And just keep betting big. He's called, so he might have a jack. Alright, nice hands. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is tighten up with the ace five to the ace five suited hands. Ditch them for the time being as well. When you're deeper stacked, it's probably a bit better to play them, but when you're shorter stacked, like when you're only just 100 big blinds or less, it's probably not worth it, especially from out of position as well. Okay, good hand for us to call here and think our opponent's just going to c-bet here to way too much. So we'll call. If he checks here, just going to take it down, use position. We'll let go this time. You could have a better ace there. But sometimes people will just slow down. We can attack and use a position. We're just going to call ace king. Not a great board for our opponent. If he checks here, we could probably target it. We're going to raise it up. Play it like we've got a set here. He's got aces or kings. I never do it because they're dumb. It's not because they are dumb. They're just not thinking about they're not thinking about what we're playing. So that was the first stupid move we've done in a while. Yeah, that was the first dumb move we've done in a while. Because we're just trying to represent a set, but you got to remember they don't fold aces, and that's where the money comes from. All right, so we just need to keep bear in mind there. Got aces here though. Definitely going to be raising. All right, let's hope. Oh, it's fold. That was a shame anyway. That one, that was a bit silly. It was very silly. I was just doing it with air pretty much. The intent was real, but anyway, we got caught. We thought maybe he might fold. You could probably do it with someone who's more of a regular, I guess. Yeah, it was just so silly. And it was a big pot too. Just a waste. We'll ignore that happen. Or we won't ignore that it happened. It happened. But what we'll do is we'll move on. All right, got position with ace 3, which is good. Okay, just won the hand. I've got the king. We can get some value on the river here. All right, hopefully it's called. We might call with queens or jacks though, or a 10 this time though. Get back to the drawing board with that. All right, ace jack. Got position with ace jack. Ace of clubs. All right, so we've exploited him. Nice. All right, kings. Continue the format of just playing extra tight in the small blinds. Everyone's getting the extra chips, it seems, apart from us. It's just quite frustrating. 3 bets. All right, we'll 4 bet. Yeah, maybe we call. I don't know. He could have he could have ace something, and he's probably not going to call anyway, even if we just set our best chances to win pre-flop and get as much as you can. All right, we've got the ace. We've got a gut shot as well. So I think we can still call a bet. We're just trying to get the showdown. I think we're just going to go, he's going to check behind here. We could call a bluff maybe. Snap it off. There you go. Nice. So we played it very passively there. Sometimes we'll do a bet there, and that's where you probably have to work out if your opponent, is your opponent going to be willing to bluff, or do you have to value bet and then they call it off? Because some people won't do a call, but they'll throw a bluff in. All right, so that was a good hand. Yeah, 9% of hands on this table. Pretty dead on that table. All right, king 5. Just really need to not force anything. If it's not there, it's not there. Pretty much like exactly like we did before. We sort of forced it, and that was like, I think it would have been like $6 something. Got a club. Go for the free card. Got a gut shot with king queen. I have to call it with an ace. Let it go. We've only got a weak ace there. He did bet the turn. I will believe. We can beat his bluff though, but I think sometimes he'll have a flush or maybe some type of straight. All right, King Jack will Full bet. I got a gut shot with 6-5. We're out of position here. I've got the ace. Oh, okay, cool. Damn it. But the reason why we bet there is we couldn't win the hand otherwise. I've got the ace. Gonna peel it off. All right, he's got a set of aces there. Very passive. Pause. Okay, so interesting. He doesn't win a big pot with aces. We find bigger pots with like pocket twos and pocket threes. Pressure on. Beautiful. It's hard for our opponent to actually have anything with the paired boards. And just while we have the momentum in the hand, we just might as well use it. All right, got ace king. Take it down. Try and take it down with king 10, but we've got no read on that bloke, so we can't really try and steal it from him. Sixes. Nice, sixes won that one. Didn't win the other one. Oh, we're still in that hand actually. It's only 3, we're going to call it. He might have an ace. We'll let go. We'll believe. He's short stacked. Yeah, probably should not have c-bet it there. It's going to hit his range. At least we identified it. Ace queen could fold. Under the gun, deep stacked. Sure, well, let's let go. Yeah, would have been straight. Okay. Think of his value on the turn. Maybe he's got like a hand like ace jack. Hell of a bet. He's got tens. Alright, we should have folded that river. Right, bluff. Alright, yeah, we should have folded that ace queen. Queen's coming through. Yeah, card. If he calls to hit the queen on the river, that'd be nice. Alright, he's got an ace. Unfortunate. The thing is, if we hit a queen on the river, then we get a bigger bet in. All right, 5-4 is gone. Would have been trips, but no point. And yeah, down to 44. Maybe another buy-in, and then we're in problems. We might have to drop it down. Plus, we're playing in the wrong time of day as well. There's another. You'll see there's a lot more people are playing stronger now. No fishy type players. So maybe there's a 48% of there though. Pause. It's not we keep playing 5-0 until we lose or see how we go. It'd take a stab at it, but it's definitely hurt us at the moment. Didn't 3-bet, we'll take them down. All right, 9s. Let go. Ooh, we got 2 pair. It's a low 2 pair, so you need to play it pretty aggressively. Continue betting here. Didn't 3-bet, the king's out there. Oh, we'll let go. Nice. There's another one on the turn card where we double barrel. Done that twice now, which is good. And we got 5-3 suited. All right, didn't 3-bet us. We're gonna c-bet this one. Go. He's betting into us, so he probably thinks that we've got an ace. Same thing again with the king 10 suited hand. They didn't 3-bet us, so they're just giving away money. Right, if we bet here, we've got a gut shot. If they raise here, they've probably got a set. All right, got aces. Didn't hit the 10 this time. Okay, we were on a bit of slightly larger side. We're just going to snap call the ace king. Flip. Hopefully win it though. Okay, we picked up a little bit more. Unfortunately, lost this one. Oh, actually won it. How did we win that? Oh, ace ace. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. How the hell did we win that? How the hell did we win that, Batman? Wow. The 7. Oh, that guy. Sometimes good things happen. And we'll just shut that one down. We won the lotto with that one, didn't we? All right, we'll go back to the cash and rush and load it up. All right, so that sort of brought back the deficit a little bit. Obviously, ace king versus queens, you got to lose quite a bit, but also you got to win a bit as well. . Flat fives. All right, ace queen suited. Got half an hour for the session at least. I'm gonna call. We could have bet there with a scare card, but all right. We have a draw, a flush draw, straight draw. If he bets big, we can just shove over the top and just go for a flip. But we'll bet. We're not scared to get it in here. All right, we'll get the free card. And then the river's going to be like a fold. Damn it. Was right. Twos are gone. That's like the whole world coming in. Yeah, the other thing we could have done was just shove the turn. Let me know in the comments if you just would have shoved the turn there. Or do you think we played it right? Especially with the monster draw. If we got raised on, we were shoving the flop. All right. Hopefully he just checks here. He doesn't have a club. I think the club saves our money. It's actually hard for him to actually bluff this. It's really hard for him to bluff there, I think. That was such a pain in the ass that's that hand. Got 44. We'll bet this one in. Aces. Beautiful. Beautiful. We needed that one. Cheap enough, isn't it? But we're gonna let go. Very windy outside at the moment. All right, ace nine suited. Yeah, good play. Make sure we stay very tight in the small blinds. Ace jack from the big blind. Ace jack gets cut off. We could probably 3-bet this one. Kings. Perfect. King 7 suited. Pocket sixes. We'll bet this one. Hits our range. Or actually, it doesn't hit their range as well. You have an open ender here. Get a free card. Beautiful. Wick still could have the best hand here. You could have like picture cards. Yeah, perfect. Just double checking to see we've got no straight with King 7. That's a really nice hand with sixes though. Winning those type of hands is what you want. Alright, got sevens. Gets under the gun, we'll call. Okay, I got two pair. I only called because we had a flush draw, but he keeps betting, so. Alright, check behind. A set of nines. Save money with the spade. The biggest tell is when they bet big when there's an ace there, though. So keep that in mind. So that is something we need to really keep an eye on. As soon as they bet big and an ace comes out, they're not scared of the ace typically. But we didn't bet after that. We just were in a calling scenario. And the ace king hand. Yeah, we called the raise. So he raised big. We checked the flop. And we called the turn. All right. Put some pressure on the small blind. Do have a flush draw. 9-7 wins. The ace hits our range. Beautiful. King 9. Go. Also, we're accumulating points as well. At 2,200 now, but we're not going to be able to make enough points, though, I don't think, to satisfy the fish there. All right, we'll call one more and see what happens. And we'll bet this one. Nice. Scare card in the river. We'll take it any day of the week. Checks us. We'll get a bet. Use position. All right, let's get a flat here with ace jack suited. Same again with ace queen. Ace 9, we don't finish the action, so we shut down. Expecting the check behind here. I was actually just thinking whether or not we value bet that. Probably should have value bet the river. Probably lost a little bit there. Another one we could have bet here, but we get the flush draw. Plus the 10-9 probably hits our range more than our opponent, but We didn't gain any extra equity there. Like if we had a flush draw or a straight draw with 2 overcards, then you could probably continue, but when there's not much equity after that, there's no point. All right, so flooding from the big blind with ace suited. Go, board's paired up. If the board doesn't pair up, then the ace plays, but you just never know if they've got a 5 there, so a lot of times it'll cancel out. So a 3-bet with ace jack suit offsuit. King queen will open. Fours. All right, fours are gone. Ace on the river. We could snap call. Oh wow. Bet big too. Nasty. Yeah, got to keep it on the big bets. It's going to cost us. We're probably playing a little bit out of our depth at the moment. Oh, 3-bet. And 3-bet there as well. Okay, flush draw. Really wanted to see another spade. Hopefully it called down. You gonna call with Jack 10? I hope so. Have we bet big enough? I don't know. Call with sixes. Oh, he got a set in position. We'll half bet this one. All right, got some value from King Queen. Beautiful. Really studying the hand, or is this showboating and then get a shove all in anyway? All right, fours. Ends up folding. Cheap enough for twos. Ah, he calls. Damn it. But we got 81%er. We'll call and they guarantee what this guy's got. In position. Got to open it. I need a 5. Thinking maybe he slows down there. Alright, got a call. Hopefully there's no set of queens or jacks. Might be the end of the session this hand, but we can't be scared. Can't be scared. Just gotta go it. Alright, trips. He's got aces or kings, they might just jam here. Hmm. Ten. Probably should have played that one. Alright, ace 3. Yeah, backward flush draw, but backdoor, I mean. In 3-bet, we'll target it. Not going anywhere now with the flush draw here. Hopefully it bets. Okay, we weren't getting anything extra there. In 3-bet, we're going to continue here, put some pressure on. Alright, so he's got a king, probably a king 10 or something like that. King jack, king 9. Just remember, if we've got like a king queen or ace king, he's probably calling us there as well, so I don't think we're losing money there overall. Right, king jack, let's bet it. Short stacked, I'll probably fold. Everyone else is in the hand. Backdoor flush, backdoor straight sort of thing. Everyone's still in the hand, so why not? Okay, we're going to be out of this hand now. Shame. The potential was there, especially with everyone in the hand. Nice looking pot too. Yays. In position with 9-8. I think we can bet here on the river. It's not cool. Whatever bet he's got here. King queen. Yeah, lucky with King Queen, I think. Jack 10, wow. Our ace was live there. A massive pot, isn't it? Gut shot. Eh, got him. All right, pocket kings. Sixes got through. I mean, sixes lost there just. Set of kings. We'll bet it. Never know. Good call with an eight. A good call with a jack. Good call with a flush draw. All right, perfect. We've got to have the best of it here. All right, flush draw. Checking behind here. All right, we'll bet again. I think if he calls again with the ace jack hand, I think we can just slow down. Could have a hand like king jack though. Jack 10. That's quite huge. All right. If he calls, hopefully get a 5. All right. I think he's got an ace. Okay. If they had 3-bet, they've got a marginal hand. That's what he had. He had an ace rag type hand. And we just put pressure on it. But sometimes they just don't know how to fold a weak ace. But that's the reason why we get we get value from stronger hands. Queen 7 suited. Hopefully before we go, we win another hand. That'd be nice. But today's session hasn't been great so far. We'll have a second session later, but we'll probably play a 2-0. First hand. No. If we bet the flop, we would have won that one. That's a case of results orientated from the other hand. So we stopped doing what we did and it was working, and we stopped and it stopped working, obviously. All right, pocket eights. If he checks here, we're going to hit it. It's a multi-way pot. Do have a gut shot. If a 9 comes out, we do block the straight. This guy is betting here for... Alright, gotta let go. Not sure what hand he's got there, but he might have a 10. Okay, we've got a 60% here, but 5 hands only. I'll throw you bet the river. Raise it up. It's king queen. I will call. Ace might actually play here. Beautiful. I'm betting this one. Got a straight. All right, he calls. Nice. And pocket fours as well. That's really that's a good bonus. All right, I got queenies. Defending. Got top pair, but shit kicker. If he bets, for call. Checks, we bet. We don't want overcards to hit. And fold the sevens. Close the action down with ace jack. All right, I've got a gut shot. We can continue on. Hard to continue there with ace jack. We're trying to go for a flush type thing. All right, just check behind. It's fine. Okay, he's trying to trap with aces. At the same time, he'll be trapping himself as well. Because the thing is, if we bet there on the river, when we make the straight, then what does he do? Is he going to just shove over the top? So then, if we win the hand, are we stacking him off to compare to just losing that hand like that? So we had a lot of equity there. Yeah, any 9, any 8. I think it was any 7 for the straight. Yeah, any 7 for the straight. Anything you can think of pretty much won that hand. So we're probably winning that pot a lot more than he would have liked. All right, ace jack. Probably could have folded 9-4 suited. Pretty wide. Fives. It's 3. We're gonna call 1 though. If he's got a king, he wins. All right. Let's get a call. A2. Watch it win. Watch your A2 win. We're not going to cash out. All right. Don't always be scared. Don't always be scared. Oh, we'll bet it. He's playing scared, so we'll bet it. I'll jam it. See what happens. If he's got a set, he's got a set. He's king. I just can't call. Ha! You tried bluffing us. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Absolute cheek. Now, I'm going to fold here, even though we could have the best hand. 7-4 wins whack with that one. Yeah, would have been a gut shot with backdoor flush. Gotta remember as well, since we're playing 5-0 at the moment, the prize pool will go up with the C dollars, but I still don't think we're going to be playing enough to accumulate. We're going to bet this one, going to open ender. And you get a bet again. Yep, get to raise it. 9-8's going to fold. If he raises again, I think he's got a flush. If he calls, he might have 2 pair. Alright, so surprise, but open ender. Perfect. Ooh. Aces, come on. Gut shot with king 10. Perfect. I got 3s. Gut shot. Backdoor flush. He got it straight. Now we're on the bottom end though, but I don't. He did 3-bet, I think, pre-flop. Don't want to see a heart, so we need to bet it strong as well. Do not want to see a heart come out. He's going to call with the ace of heart as well. Some people actually shove there with an ace of heart. All right, nice little hand there. Shame we can't play for a little bit longer because it sounds like it really feels like we're starting to hit our stride now. Just a little bit. We'll be value betting ourselves there with Jack 9, so. Ooh, hit the flush though. Would have been quite a scary. Would have been a pretty scary call, and then on the river getting the flush would have made us feel a little bit better. I'd really ideally like to win one big pot before we go, but I still think we'll be down for the session. It doesn't help when we did that big bluff for no reason. And then we did 1 or 2 big small blind losses as well. I need to get rid of that because that was something I was doing previously as well. I was burning a lot of money in the small blind and trying to run bluffs there. So we just need to just get rid of that. I think it's just a nervous thing as well. Ah, 9s. Fuck. Ah, 9s. Hopefully they've gone all in with aces and kings and queens with no 9. Still not there. There you go, trips. There we lost. We would have lost that one. Maybe not called though. Maybe he might have not called pre-flop. If he 3-bets, we full bet, but I don't think we're full betting there. All right, checks. All right, just let him go. Probably shouldn't have c-bet there into 4 players before. Ace 10 trying to trap us. Oh yeah, we did some bad river calls as well. Just a couple. Sevens. Yeah, 9s might actually win that one. Drop down 6s, unfortunately didn't hit. Ooh, hit 7s though. He's got ace king, he's going to go with it. He's got a set of aces with dead. He's got a set of kings, he's going to slow down. So just going to go for the small value bet. Everyone's in their hand. I don't really want to call, but yeah. Tough turn though. I'm going to call it. Don't want to, but I'm going to call a session. At least we had a really good, we had a decent hand there with the pockets though. With pocket 7s. All right, let's see what the damage is. I think we're in the 70s. So $74. So we're down $13 there. So we'll probably have to go back to 2-L the next session. We'll go back there again. No harm, no foul. I mean, we tried our luck. If we continue the winning streak, we'll keep to it. Yeah, we're down 2 buy-ins. No. You can't blame anyone else but ourselves. There's just nothing else. We just didn't play optimal. We're still got the Royale as well to play a bit later on as well, the Mystery Royale. So once we do play that as well, you never know. We might actually win quite big there. If we do win that one, it's a mystery prize. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Unfortunately, we went down this session, but you know, calling too many river bets, randomly stacking off, just randomly throwing in a whole stack, calling down 1 or 2 bets as well. So that was $12 down. So we could do better than that. But yeah, next time. All right, see you guys. Bye.